what is going on? YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of the above. Bo Lehman is here. And actually today we have a tripod, so we don't have the grumpy camera woman. She's right here.
Yeah, I'm not grumpy today. So, all right, today guys, we are gonna be doing an epoxy marble countertop. And this is a kit that you can actually buy on Amazon. It's under $200. So we're gonna kind of walk you through the process of how to transform your old countertops, if you don't want to go pay for a whole new kitchen, into some pretty marble for under 200 bucks.
Yeah, and so the thing is too, I mean, obviously countertops, stuff like that's nice, but sometimes you don't want to go out and spend $3,000. So that's a nice thing that Kendall pointed out, is you can order this kit for 189 bucks, and we're going to show you and walk you through the whole process of how to do this. I know we already taped it off right now. But like I said, we didn't do anything special. All we did is tape up underneath just so you can get your edges. And
yeah. And it comes with all of your steps. It kind of tells you step-by-step directions of what to do. Super easy. It comes with all of your foam rollers, your brushes, plastic, all of that stuff. So it makes it super easy on you, so anybody can do this, and by this video, you should be a pro. Okay, so first of all, these are the existing countertops, and you can tell it's just a granite. And what we did is we went ahead and taped off underneath and did plastic to protect all of your cabinets. This is going to be the first step that you want to do, just to make sure you don't get any runs on your cabinets or your floors. And then the next step is we did a deep clean on these countertops, because you don't want any dirt or grime or sand dust or food or anything on them. So those are your first steps. Another thing is that you'll see, this was the sink, and we didn't want to just pull it out. So what we did is just taped around the sides on the edges to protect the sink. So if you don't want to pull out your sink, just tape them really good. Same thing with the stovetop. Just taped around your edges really well, and then covered it with plastic so no paint can splash up onto it. So that's it. And we have no backsplash, so we didn't have to tape that off, but normally you would go around and you would tape off the backsplash too. So you take the marble #1, and what you're gonna do is use the little foam roller that it comes with and the stick, and start working in 3 to 4 foot sections, coating your first coat on there. And what I'm gonna do with this little foam brush that they give you, what you're gonna wanna do is, if you have top edges, go around and start trimming out all of your edges that are too small for your roller to get. Bo rolled all the first coat of primer. You can see we went around and trimmed out all of our edges. And just remember that your first coat doesn't have to be perfect, because you still have a second coat. But go around your stove and where your backsplash is going to sit on the side of your cabinets, and trim it all out first. But here's the first coat. We're rolling pro.
Get this right. It didn't take that long either, like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it actually goes by pretty fast. With how hard you press, and make sure you go around your edges so you don't have any runs.
Yeah, don't leave me runs, because it looks bad.
So,
cool.
As you can see, it's all primed. So we're gonna wait for that to dry, and then we will do a second coat.
first things first, make sure to have your instructions handy so you can see them. Not really, I don't pay attention to instructions at all. That's Kendall. So we have the grumpy camera woman behind the camera right now.
Whatever, like grumpy.
I'll get to the point. So right now they give you this little sample piece to go ahead and do your little veins through here. Don't do a lot if you're trying to get the marble look. All we're gonna do is just practice on it, because obviously you don't want to do it to your countertop and have to go back and recover it up and do all that.
True.
So I got our little number 2 here, marble coloring nail, and all I have is a little stick. So I'm just gonna get this pretty wet, and then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna drizzle it across. That did not work. Did not work with the video.
I've practiced your veining on their little practice sample board that they give you, which is really good because the technique is kind of hard to get down. And you wanna make sure you practice before you do it on your actual countertops. A tip that we would have is we kind of did a little very light line of pencil to kind of get our pattern down before we just start doing a bunch of gray veins all over the place. So as you can see, we kind of just did it very minimal. She wants a lot more of the white look, so you can kind of see that. And then make sure you have your mister bottle ready and your little softening brush. So I'm just gonna start with this first vein. Make sure that you get your edges. So I'm gonna start on the edge and work my way up. And you'll have to keep dipping this in your paint so you make sure that you have enough on there. And you're just gonna kind of, it does not need to be perfect at all. Kind of swiggle it around a little bit, go in your pattern. Because the marble look isn't just straight lines, it has a lot of dimension to it. And then make sure you get your edges so that line flows. And then you can add some where you need it. It really doesn't have to be perfect. You can see the line isn't perfectly straight. And then what you're going to want to do now to give it that look is you have your mister bottle of water, and we're just going to kind of mist all the way down. And this is just water. So this allows the paint to flow. And then it comes with one of these dry softening brushes. So what we're going to do now is just lightly just dab it to give it that look. And also
that bleed vein look.
Yes, and also if you need to keep spritzing more water on it, because this just allows it to kind of get in there and the paint to move. Don't be afraid to use more water if you have to. So as you can see, we did some darker, stronger lines for the marble look all the way throughout this countertop. And now what we're gonna do is, to kind of give you a good technique, spray a bunch of water, and you can kind of see we've been doing little veins to give it that marble look. So the key to this is having your water and then barely having any gray on your paintbrush. And you're just gonna kind of loosely hold it and connect these, and it won't look like a bunch, but this is where it just kind of flows like a marble countertop. And the key is to spraying it with your water to have that kind of looks like a glassy, just really pretty marbly look all the way through. So you have some harsh veins and then you have some lighter ones. And don't be afraid, because you can spray the water, and if it doesn't work, it just wipes right off with paper towel. So you can mess up and just wipe it right off. But the key is the water and the light brush.
What is up? So we did all our veins through here. You can see we kind of did a really deep one, all our deep lines. But if you look, you can see we did really light ones. So what we did, we just ran the brush through there and we sprayed a bunch of water on top, and it made it really light.
Yep.
So then, because obviously most countertops don't, a lot of stone has it where obviously there's some lighter veins, so that's what we did. Kind of mixed it up, and you can see over there too, did the same thing. But that's it. All we're gonna do is just let this dry, and then we'll go to our next step and do the epoxy. So, pretty easy. Woo! We got all our veins in there, they're all done. This has been drying for a while. What we did is just kind of wipe everything off again to make sure there's no dust. So what we did is we added our activator to our epoxy And then we stir it for 3 minutes. Just follow the instructions, get it ready to go. And then now Kendall's gonna go ahead and trim out first over in this area. And I'm gonna go ahead and start pouring this out. So you have about 30 minutes to get this done. And it's self-leveling too, which is really nice. So there we go.
Very glossy and pretty and shiny.
Just make sure I'm getting everything.
Yep, and then just make sure you get your edges really good. So, wow, those are beautiful.
Those look good.
They're so like, it looks like glass.
Uh-huh.
And it comes with 3 of those cans and 3 activator kits, so it should be able to cover it all. Okay, these are all coated with our top epoxy coat, and you can just see how shiny and really just pretty it makes it look like glass. So we're gonna wait for these to dry and we'll show you the end.
Back. So we just finished these countertops. We took off all the plastic. It's done. Now let us show you and walk you through the skills.
Oh.
It's pretty wet right now, but it's a high gloss, so it's still gonna dry that shiny. And we thought we made it look pretty cool. For under 200 bucks.
Yep.
Wowza.
Under $200.
We're still gonna get some cabinet doors adjusted, but over here, but all you can see all the countertops, we finished them everywhere.
Yep. So we did some big, deep veins, and then you can see the little ones to kind of make it pop and add some color. So there they are.